Hi, this is Zach with COS Accounting and Tax again. Just doing some videos to kind of put towards the podcast. This video is going to be on, do you own a door-to-door company? To be more specific, it's what can you do to make your door-to-door company even better? And one of the services that we are offering is a consulting service. So I'll kind of go through all the different services that we offer, but if your answer to this is yes, then these things should be important to you. Number one is getting consulting help. It's like having a coach for the business. And in my opinion, extremely helpful. If you do sign up for the service and don't find that we save you much more than what we cost you, then we're gonna give you a refund back to the point of what it actually saved you. Like we put our money where our mouth is so that we actually get you what we say we're going to. But having consulting done, a lot of you guys started your own pest control company because you were great at sales. You learned a few things along the way, how to squeeze by getting bookkeeping done at the very end of the year, how to file the least amount of stuff possible with the state and federal governments, anything just to get through to doing what you were best at, and that was recruiting guys and selling. Now, some of you have a lot better understanding of all these different things we'll talk about, but I'd say every one of you can learn. If any of you think I can't learn anything new about my business, I think you're making a big mistake. I, for one, feel like I haven't even scratched the surface, and I've started over 10 businesses, 7 of which I'm running now. And, I worked really hard to find out as much stuff as I can, to learn everything, I feel like. Well, it's not even close. I know every day I learn more. Today I learned more about how to do videos, how to be better at what I'm doing. I'm going to continuously learn. Hope you guys feel the same way about it. But consulting for your business is huge. You can have us come in. We've got the CEO and CFO service. So the full service comes with both. You're going to have all of the CFO side of things looked at in depth, and then you're going to have all of the CEO type of things. CFO stands for Chief Financial Officer, and CEO is going to be Chief Executive Officer. A lot of people call it Chief Experience Officer, but it's whatever you want, really. But the cool thing about it is the CFO side is handling the financial stuff. So I'm going to go through and check and see, how does your bookkeeping look? And what are you paying for bookkeeping? We charge between $150 and $250 just to get started monthly. And then so it'd be $250 a month if you've got a bank account and a credit card, $150 a month if you've got just a bank account. Now, for every account you add on top of that first credit card, it's going to be $75 more per account. So, the least amount of extra accounts, the better as far as saving on costs. And a lot of places have the same type of bookkeeping costs. So I would go through and see, okay, looks like you're paying $475 a month for your bookkeeping. Well, what if we wiped out this card that you rarely use, this account that you rarely use, and started running everything using, Divvy and one bank account, one credit card? That's going to lower you down to $325 a month. So $325 after. So you're already looking at $150 a month in savings. Plus, bookkeeping at COS Accounting is going to be awesome. I don't know what your exact situation is, but I can tell you that our clients are extremely happy with the service that we give. You get one-on-one contact whenever you need it. Obviously, midnight, you're probably not going to get it. Or, Sunday afternoon, you're probably not going to get it. Sometimes you will. My bookkeepers are awesome, and they love to talk to their clients and want them to feel like they're getting, a great value. But you're going to have great contact, great service, and really accurate outcomes. But that's the first thing we're going to look at, bookkeeping. Then I'm going to look at your payroll systems. So I might look into your payroll and see that you are at an awesome spot in your business where you now have, 100 guys on 1099 and you've got 30 on W-2. Well, first off, I'm going to look at it and see if we can structure any of the W-2 people as 1099. For one, let's say 5 of those W-2 employees also have ownership in the company. Well, I would say, why don't we take them off W-2 and just pay them on 1099? Now that they're owners in the company, you can do that. It's going to save you both immensely on taxes. So there's more savings to be found there. But I'm also going to say, well, it looks like you're using ADP for your payroll, and that's a very low-level type service. I'd say, why not consider using a much more robust system like system we use, which is Prism HR. It allows you to do basically anything that you want for HR in the app. So you get an app, and it's going to have employee handbooks. It's going to have benefits programs. You're going to be able to, your sales guys are going to be able to log in and see how many sales they've got, when they can expect their next check, what their back end is going to be if they stop selling today. I mean, you can build it out exactly as you want it. So if you're one of these companies that's at that place in your business, I'm going to recommend the much more robust system, CRM. It's going to be amazing. It's going to add value to your company and allow for a much larger sale price. So there's a lot of benefits to being on the more expensive, more valuable system. But for those companies that aren't in need of it, I might lower your payroll down to something that's more like ADP, which we offer here as well, just through a better system, more one-on-one time, and same type of price. So really low end, it might be $50 a pay period, whereas the app might be $500 a pay period. So there's a big difference. I'd never recommend the app when I think a company isn't quite there, doesn't quite need it. You'll find that I'm never looking to make an extra dollar off my clients just to make as much as possible off this client. I'm looking to gain as many clients as I can, create amazing systems that save them as much money as possible and make me a little bit off each company. And then I'm finding ways to synergize through circle of synergies to find ways to add more value-added services to what we do. Like we now offer the ability to build you a website and also manage that website, update it monthly whenever you need. We do financial stuff through Fortress Financial. We do insurance through Insure You. Every company's set up based on the book Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, where I'm saving you maximum dollars wherever possible so that you can grow and grow, because I want you guys to become the next Apple, and I want to be the company you choose to stay with all the way through so that I can benefit. And when you become the next Apple, I'll start billing you a lot. But yeah, so payroll, I might find you some savings there, right? So I might save you $100 a month. Who knows? But I'm going to do an in-depth analysis of your payroll. I'm going to help you get set up with LOCs, lines of credit, with the bank. Super, super important. Not almost all, but many companies do not place enough value on a line of credit. Think about all the companies that are going bankrupt because of COVID-19 and the pandemic. It's going to be, if you were smart, it wouldn't have been nearly as many. If the companies had someone like me come in, there wouldn't be nearly as many companies going out of business because they would have a line of credit. If you have good income to, 200,000 to 2 million, you might get a line of credit of, $50,000 to $1 million line of credit. So now when you suddenly have to shut down for months at a time, you're able to continue to do whatever you want. Pay your guys if you want, keep your sales force, and you can actually continue to expand your company by thinking outside of the box, which we can also help you do that through the consulting service. So the line of credit is just huge, and I can help you get set up with that with the banks. I'll start a relationship with them, make sure your books are perfect. Make sure that the bank can see a real snapshot of what's happening in the business so they can give you that line of credit. You know, we might get one for your accounts receivable. You can get an accounts receivable line of credit or a loan. There's a lot of different options, but that's what I'm going to help you tread those waters and find out what we should do. Continuing on the CFO side of things, we're going to look at your general liability insurance. This oftentimes gets to be way higher than it needs to be because you're busy, you're not checking, you're just sending them, letting them know what your revenue is for the year, how many vehicles you have, yada yada, but you're not fighting for better costs each year. So when we come in and we go through Insure You, another of our companies, we are structured in a way where we can offer insurance from every single company out there. So we're going to get you an awesome deal on general liability. What's cool about Insure You is that it is independent. So we're going to be able to check everywhere, but we could literally show you the website that we use to get you the insurance. You could use that website and do it yourself and do all the work yourself and pay the exact same price as if you use us to find that for you. So we get paid totally outside of your plan, does not affect your plan. I think that's super cool. Why not have someone else do it and get you an awesome deal when you're not, and you don't have to pay me my commission at all. So that's a big one. Also, we're going to look at all other types. We might look at your personal insurances on cars and home. Anything we can do for the owners, whether we do it for the business or the owners, it's saving you in the exact same way, right? When we make the company more profitable, it's helping the owners. Yeah, it helps employees some as well because you're able to do more for them, but more so we're there to help the owners create the best system possible. So I might be missing one or two things on the CFO side, but the CEO side is another big area. We've got Jake Bennington and Lindsay Tiofu. I hope I'm saying that right, but she's awesome. She's an owner in COS Consulting. So is Jake Bennington, me, Mason War. The four of us are going to come in and take a look at your systems for doing sales. Maybe you use Sales Rabbit or Rep Card or all these different apps. I'll be honest, I don't know as much about this side as the others I just mentioned do. They know everything on it. They step you through. They save you or help you create tens of thousands of dollars in new revenue or save you on expenses, all sorts of different things. They'll do, so they'll look at your systems. They'll fix those or bring in new ones that you never even knew existed that are going to make your business instantly better. They're going to do trainings. So they'll do trainings with your managers or reps or the entire company, whatever it is that you sign on for, whatever's going to kind of fit in best with your situation. But we're also going to do in-depth one-on-one coaching. This is huge for the owners of the company to each get a coach that they're going to talk to for an hour a week or month or whatever you sign up for, where the savings is just going to be, I mean, what they learn, what they can do with it is, it's kind of hard to compute the actual savings because it's so big. Then when you take the rule of 72, which hopefully you've seen that video by now, it is going to be night and day difference between now and 5 years from now. You know, if you're saving on each one of these things, you might make you and your families as owners millions of dollars more for each owner. So I highly recommend using our consulting. It's awesome. Take a look at the link below and you'll see some of the pricing. But it's kind of it's a really hard thing to price out, so you're going to have to talk with us. We'll get in contact, kind of go through each thing. What do you want this? Do you want that? What do you want? What don't you want? And we'll make sure that you get the best service possible. Thank you.